Hey everybody, it's Gomedex, and welcome to our seventh and final attempt at winning some Avatar: The Last Airbender play booster boxes. We've had a little bit of a rough go of it this time around, but I believe our last couple arena directs we won on the first or second attempt, so that makes sense. We we got to get the shorter end of the stick eventually, and this may be that run. This is our final chance to win some of these booster boxes. We've had a lot of 3-win runs. We've had a 4-win run. I think we had 2 5s. We had 2 4s or 2 5s, or I'm just conflating the two. We've had at least one of each. So we've had an okay win rate. We just haven't been able to push through that final barrier here and actually win a box. So hopefully this is our chance to do it. Let's throw our 8,000 gems at it and see if we can't open a really good sealed pool to top things off for this Arena Direct event. All right. I mean, that is a really good sealed pool in terms of the black rares, the Day of Black Sun for a full-on board wipe. There aren't a ton of board wipes in the set, so people don't tend to play around them, which makes them even more powerful. And then the Fire Nation Drill is one of the strongest rares in the entire set. Really, really good value there. Blow their card up and then get a 6/3 trample coming in over and over and over again. So I love that. And then we've got a really powerful red rare with the Legend of Roku, or a really powerful white rare with Appa Steadfast Guardian. So depending on what color is better, we can play black and red or black and white. Or if our fixing is really good, we could play black, red, and white, and also play Iroh Tea Master. So like the look of things so far, but we'll have to see what the commons and uncommons look like for us. Starting off, let's take a look at our colorless and multicolored to see how much mana fixing we have access to. We have Aang's Journey. We have White Lotus Hideout. We have almost no dual lands. We have one red-green and one blue-black, which are not the right colors for black, red, white. So our fixing is not particularly good for trying to play all three of these colors together. So we need to keep that in mind. Our deck is going to be considerably less consistent, splashing in a third color. So if we have a really solid 2 core colors, we want to just play those. We're hoping that black is a main one, and then red or white, probably not both based on that fixing, especially because we also have a good colorless land, so our mana base is going to be even worse than normal because we are running one card that isn't any of our colors, because it is a good mana sink in the late game that can find lethal for you. Any signposts and comments pushing a specific direction? Nah, none of these are nearly as exciting. But there is the Tools of War to keep in mind if we have good cards to sacrifice. That's just a great value play for black-white as well. So that could be a slight nod towards black-white instead of red-black. Okay, yeah, let's check our colors individually and see what we got. Starting off with the white here, I'm a huge fan. We also have that Tools of War here to keep in mind by playing this color. There's Suki as well out of the hybrid cards. That'll be pretty good. Yeah, I like this a lot. The removal's not the greatest. 1 Razor Rings on the small stuff, 2 Sandbridger Storm on the big stuff. Those are not the most flexible removal spells because, again, they only hit the small and only hit the big, but having both sides is nice. I like the creatures here a lot, though. Water Tribe Rallier is an excellent mana sink later, and you can even do it for free in a board stall. You just tap 5 creatures in the super late game. The Glider Kids are awesome. Appa is incredible. Suki's awesome. Yeah, white looks very, very solid here. Checking out blue just because we want to do our due diligence, but I highly doubt, like blue or red would, or sorry, blue or green would have to be incredible to get us to give up on any of these rares. Blue does look pretty good. I mean, Submersible Double Quench, Boomerang Basics, but it certainly doesn't look incredible, the rest of the stuff. I mean, Fortune Teller's good. Yeah, blue looks good for sure, but white's better with the incredible rare. Black's probably better with its incredible rares. Black is Double Heartless Act, Day of Black Sun, Fire Nation Drill, Swamp Snare Trap, really good non-creature cards. And then, creatures. I mean, we've got the Pox Bearers, of course, in this color, but we're certainly hoping that our secondary color gives us better creatures, and white does that for us. Red also does that for us. So yeah, we can definitely play our black to get the strongest cards in the whole sealed pool into the deck. That's going to be so worth it. I feel like black with the great removal and having a board wipe is going to be really good for a grindy Tools of War style deck as well. So I'm really leaning on black-white here, but we haven't even seen the red, so we should check that out. checking out the red now. There's no hybrid red cards. Crescent Island Temples are not going to be playable. The removal's okay. The creatures are okay. I mean, red gives us Legend of Roku. That's incredible. These creatures are all whatever. And then Iroh's demonstration's pretty good. Yeah, I like the white a bit better than the red, for sure. And then green. Yeah, don't even really have to look at that. Okay. I'm gonna do some black whites here with a board wipe, a bunch of removal. This will be really, really nice. We have 16 creatures. Got Hog Monkey, Wolf Bat, Enthusiasts, Cat Owl. I think these are the most expendable creatures. I think with Tolls of War, I want to keep Beetle-Headed Merchants in here because that is a really good combo. Beetle-Headed Merchants gets to like sack the creature, draw the card, and then you get a 1/1 back in the end step, and then you sack that 1/1 next turn, draw a card, get a 1/1 back, sack the 1/1, draw a card, get a 1/1 back, so on. So that's pretty decent. Yeah, I think these are the expendable creatures here. What is our ally count? I feel like it's probably Avatar Enthusiasts. 10 allies? That's not awful. It's also really fun with Gather the White Lotus. Maybe I'm an idiot for this, but I'll just keep that in and cut no allies. How many cards do I have to trigger the Wolf Bat? Bring it back from the grave one time. We have one clue token from Callous Inspector. Uh, one Beetle-Headed Merchants for another draw. That's 2. Clue token from Tolls of War is 3. Airbending Lesson to draw a card is 4. We have 4 cards in the whole deck that can bring it back. That's not enough. Probably Wolf Bat over those then. Unless, I mean, do we have like one of the hybrid blue-black owls? That would be really good in here. No. Don't have the Merchant's Hawk. It's not an owl, it's a hawk, I think. Alright, play those filler creatures. I mean, with a board wipe in the deck, we can also go even lower. And this is technically still 16 creatures, because we also have Gather the White Lotus. And Sandbender Storms we could play as 3/3s as well in a pinch. And Tolls is a 1/1. No, I can cut more. I can cut the Hog Monkeys and the Cat Owls too. Just because they're not very good. Yeah, I'm going to drop those as well and go for a low creature count deck. The tank is a really filler vehicle. I don't love the combat tricky stuff like Azula always lies. And I'm also trying to cut towards more white so I can run more plains than swamps for Gather the White Lotus here. Let's do something like that. Yeah, 16 white cards, 12 black. Maybe Yip Yip now. Because we're like less of a combat tricky deck. I still like to enter the Avatar state as a hexproof trick to counter removal. 2 cuts to go. Swamp Snare's our weakest removal spell still in the deck. Razor Rings is more efficient. Could gain some life. Heartless Act kills more. Sandmeter Storm kills bigger stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removal spells and a Day of Black Sun. 6 removals and a board wipe is still pretty good. Yeah, I'll drop the Swamp Snare. What's our ally count after all of that? Still 10. Still 10, and we have Gather the White Lotus if we get the Wombo combo with Enthusiasts. I'm still not in love with Enthusiasts, though. I think the Merchants is another card we have that's really cute with Beetle-Headed Merchants. The Merchant of Many Hats is cute with Beetle-Headed Merchants. But we only have one Beetle-Headed Merchants and like nothing else that actually sacrifices cards, so maybe we just play the 2 of them. And then speaking of having like nothing else that actually sacrifices cards, our Tolls of War isn't actually incredible, but it's still okay. Maybe we don't actually even get to use Tolls of War, but I still like the white better than the red regardless. Like, come to think of it here, how many cards in the deck trigger this and make a 1/1? Tolls of War makes a 1/1. Beetle-Headed Merchants sacks 1 card and makes a 1/1. There is no other. There's 3 cards, period. So there's 2 cards that aren't Tolls of War that could maybe get us to sacrifice something. So then if I drop the tolls, I get to drop the merchants too, and then I get to put something else back in, maybe. It just feels like a pretty unsupported Tolls of War, but that card is generally so good. I could play a Serpent's Pass as a tapped black source that can trigger it. Or I could Zuko's Exile my own cards. That sounds awful. Put like the Swamp Snare and the Yip Yip back in. Or we just still play with this. Just really don't think the tolls actually worked out here. Put a Yip Yip back in. I'd rather Swamp Snare than Yip Yip. Our creature count's low. Fortunately, our great red rare is double red. And our fixing just doesn't work. It's 2. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to try that. I think this might be the deck. Black-white mid-range War of Attrition kind of deck with a board wipe. To steal some games. Looks pretty powerful to me. Let's cross our fingers, hop into the gameplay, and see how far this one can take us. Here we are for game 1 with a really awkward opening hand. We're on the draw here, which gives us, one more look to try to find the planes, but if we don't hit the planes in the first 3 draw steps, all we do is play 1 merchant. There are 9 planes in the deck out of 33 cards. It's less than a 1 in 3 chance, and I need it in the first 3. And the hand's still just kind of just a reasonable hand if we hit it. It's not even like a massive payoff. Just an okay hand. Yeah, I'll take the mulligan. Have to start things down a card, but this hand looks reasonable. If I ditch Sandbender Storm, I'm keeping a hand with nothing but 2 mana plays anyway. To where I don't even need the 3rd mana, so I might as well just ditch the 3rd mana and just play all the 2 mana cards. And if I ever hit the lands, I have a Sandbender Storm too. Playing against a green deck with the best green land in the set. Bossing Say is fantastic later in the game. Just keep animating your lands and make one really, really big one, or an army of 2/2s. Could Heartless Act this Haru before they do any earth bending. I don't despise that. I still have the Sandbender Storm for something scarier later. Tara, we can airbend that. Slow them down and draw a card. See if we hit our mana. Could have waited till they were untapped, but then they could have Enter the Avatar State or Octopus Form to counter that. Aang's Journey, play their 4th land, play the Katara, probably. Yep, solid mana efficient turn for them. 4th mana, now we've got Sandbender's Storm. I should have just played a couple creatures there. I was like, look, I can Sandbender Storm a land, and then surprise block Katara with a 3/3. No, because the land's gonna be tapped. I guess this way I'm playing a 3/3 unblockable, which is still good. Oh, no. Oh, there's one of the least beatable rares in the sets, the rare Katara. And of course she has 3 power less, so we can't kill her till they activate her once at least. Here's an unblockable secret tunnel, which is fun. Not that it's going to be a massive help for us. Okay. That's going to be phenomenal if we draw Swamp. I think I have to pass to force them to activate, and then when they do activate, I Sandbender Storm Katara. They're not activating. They're just going to draw cards, play around a second copy of Sandbender Storm. Brutal. No. I need the swamp. We're so cooked. There's just not a lot we can do here, because if I Sandbender Storm the uncommon Katara, then the rare Katana is free to kill us. But if our opponent just plays it slow and keeps using the uncommon Katara, we just die also. That's so cheesy. But it works. Go to 10. I mean, our opponent's playing this really well. But it's also just kind of an impossible position for us if they do play it right. Double black and 4 at this point, still not good enough. It's just not even a mana anyway. If it were a mana, like at the very least, I could play a Chumper and still have the Storm up. Scry, I guess. And then I'm tapped out, which just lets them auto-kill both these. Okay, I mean, double removal does it too. Single removal does it, they just attack for 10. Alright, disgusting. They hit one of the best rares in the set, and we did not hit the mana for our rare. If we got to the 5 mana for Day of Black Sun, probably still a winnable game, but get Katara, nerd, and that'll be 0-1 heading into game 2. Here we are for game 2. Ooh, Fire Nation Drill could have won that last game. Fire Nation Drill to kill Katara. This is a very good hand because of that. No mulligans this game either, which is huge. Forecasting Fortune Teller turn 2. Really good against the Pox Bears, so we'll lead with the 2-2 to hold it off. Be able to actually bounce off it as well. Interesting. We've got our Day of Black Sun again. Let's scry towards mana then, I suppose. Probably want to just set up to draw as many cards as we can while our opponent plays to the board and then blow it all up. Airbending lesson, our Water Tribe Rallier. We could keep that airbended. Any turn that it's not suspicious to do so, to see if we can keep it airbended until after we board wipe, because that'd be pretty sick. Fire Nation Warship. Dang it. Vehicles survive the Day of Black Sun. We did not hit a land here. Some rough mana. Twice in a row. This protects allies only, and a warship is not an ally, so we can Heartless Act it. Since it doesn't die to the board wipe anyway, I don't really care if I go ahead and crack a removal spell on it, or spend a removal spell on it. They do get a clue out of it, so it's a solid 2-for-1 for them. Deserters, throw a counter on the board, buffing the Forecasting Fortune Teller. It's 2-4, we take 3 to 17. Here's land number 4. But I could Day of Black Sun all the 2-mana or less cards here. Then I still keep my Glider Kids. It's not the craziest play. They lose all abilities when it happens too, so they can't even indestructible something with protectors. And I still have Fire Nation Drill and a bunch of Sandbender Storms. I don't mind it. Give it indestructible, but then it loses indestructible. Geyser Leaper. Power 4 or less. So Fire Nation Drill works. Now we get to start beating down with the drill. Appa to airbend our drill and cast it again is so obnoxious. Once we have 6 mana, we can do that all in one turn during our turn. Cool. Ooh, yip to eat the Glider Kids. It's a solid trade for our opponent. Trade off their 1 mana trick for our 3 mana creature. Earth Kingdom Soldier's pretty big. Makes the patrol big enough to trade into the Fire Nation Drill. Because Sandbender Storm can only kill power 4 or higher, I'm actually going to use this on the patrol here. Then we Waterbend the Rallier ability in there and step. Oh no, I have to tap it to kill. Never mind. I'm 1 permanent off. Oopsie. Forecasting fortune teller and get a clue. Go to 13, taking this big vigilant swing from the soldier. Drill his crew 2. Let's see if we get to kill the soldier. Ooh, airbend their soldier to save it. Oh, airbender spell. Oh, well then I just play it again. I think I'm supposed to flunge here. Because if they go 1-3 there, 2-3 there, they're dead. 1-3 there, 2-3 there, takes 7. Start cracking some clues, hoping to find some really, really cheap removal. They don't find it. That is 1-1 heading into game 3. At the very least, we've won one game today. Can't be an 0-2 run. Here we are on the draw for game number 3. Very keepable opening hand. Several early things to do. We're flooding a little bit. It was a 4-lander, immediately draw land 5. So lands are pretty bad draws, but anything else could be great. Here's Poxbearers curving out here. Playing against a red-white deck with the excellent mana sink land, Abandoned Air Temple. Another green, red, and white naturally hit 3 colors turn 3. Here's Glider Kids, which was an excellent draw. I think I will draw Razor Rings, even though there's nothing on board for it right now. It's very reasonable. The Earth King, that is an incredible rare. 2 creatures off of the 1 spell. Is gnarly. Play a Merchant and a Razor Rings, saving the Heartless Act for something else. Okay, I'll have to Heartless Act because we want to kill the bear before they declare an attack, because if they declare an attack, then they get to tutor a land out from their deck. They're at 11 life, and we can just start using Secret Tunnel to send 2 humans in unblockably every turn now. Even if they get a really wide board. Wow, natural 4-color. Mountain, Forest, Plains, Island, no fixing was cast, no dual lands. Just hard casts. Or sorry, just hard cast. Just naturally draw 4 different colors of basics. It's an excellent start mana-wise, and it means that they're going to be able to cast pretty much anything in their deck and in their sealed pool. So this is sketchy. And we do flood a little. I don't mind killing an Earth King or an Earth Kingdom General. So I don't think I need to give unblockable here at all. They could double block a Callous Inspector, but I don't hate the clue token either. kind of want to kill the Earth Kingdom General to shut off potential life gain. And then I still draw my card, obviously. Put them to 9. What do I have for 1 mana? Enter the avatar state for 1 white. So hold up the plains. Just draw land again. Boomy Bash the Secret Tunnel. Not the main deckable Stone Rain too. That's disgusting. And here's land number 8. Both these creatures have death triggers. We keep sending. Now they can just activate the Abandoned Air Temple to have a 3/3 up against our 2/2 and we don't get attacks in anymore. Aang airbends away our token forever, and it can give lifelink every single turn. Appa's really good against that glider, kids. Against that watery grasp. I have to do it now before they untap. Get rid of that, man. I'm tired of drawing lands. Put that on the bottom. And they're at 5 here, but that could change quickly if they have a lesson to give Aang lifelink. It is such a shame they could blow up our secret tunnel, because I think if we still had that around, they'd be pretty much guaranteed dead. True Ancestry to pick up the Watery Grasp and give lifelink. And they have enough permanents to shuffle away this Appa so that they can get the lifelink attack in here profitably. I'm not super profitably because we do kill Aang so they don't lifelink again, but still. It's not great. Oh, man. Ooh. We do have to open well, play well, and importantly, draw well to win some boxes. So I am so fingers crossed right now. So we are out of gas and Air Temple stops us from doing anything now. After that last land draw. Just hold up a 3/3 blocker and we're doing nothing. They have the mana to make a 3/3 blocker and draw a card, and they've got an Iroh too to recast something from grave every turn, one of them being True Ancestry to bring the Aang back. Another land for us. We need to hit our board wipe. It's not over yet. We could hit Day of Black Sun, but that's about it. These things always look like pizza to me, but they're like little disc cookies or something. Oh no, they're clues. They're not food. They're clues. I want to eat the clues. These look like game tokens, like checkers or something. They're probably game tokens. Oh. Iroh, Boomy, Abandoned Air Temple. About to uninstall and abandon this app. Oh, the Earth King. Don't mention the Earth King. This is egregious. I think that was our last turn to draw the board wipe. Because if I play Suki and I have 3 blockers up at 10. Okay, I guess. I have 2 blockers up because Aang. I don't think I can survive this turn because Boomy tramples and untaps the land and attacks with it again. Yeah, no, this is way more than 10 damage. In a bunch of different ways. They have enough mana to also play Aang and Boomy Bash, and then I have a single blocker up. They can Boomy Bash the Suki, Aang away the Merchant, attack with everybody. I've got a 1/1 to block their 5/5 with. I take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I take 11 on the first swing, and then they untap the forest and attack with it again. I mean, this is just a laundry list of rares that can all single-handedly win the game, just all stacked together at this point. And that is best of 1 sealed for you. Sometimes we get to be the villains, we get to have a great run, one and done, get right out of there, and sometimes we have runs like this Avatar Arena Direct, where we have just been getting bombed out, getting flooded out, all of the different ways you can lose in Sealed. I definitely wasn't playing perfectly this time around either, but it felt like most of the losses were very lopsided, where even if we played perfectly, our opponents just had so much going for them, nothing was going to change there. So, bummer of a run, this Arena Direct, but that's okay. We already won a few Avatar The Last Airbender booster boxes when the set was actually out. And we'll just spend some more time and win some more boxes during the Hobbit Arena Directs, right? We're saving our good luck for that. Got to get our bad luck out of there somewhere. We've had a great run these last few Arena Directs. So, it's about time we get locked out of one. And by getting the bad luck out of the way, maybe we'll just get the Hobbit boxes within the first few runs. Have another great time. But that's going to do it for the Avatar The Last Airbender Arena Direct. Best of 1 sealed giveth, and best of 1 sealed taketh away. Brutal stuff this time around. But that is going to end today's video. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing some more, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to tell the YouTube algorithm some more in your recommended feed. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. And other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Magic Arena.